students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the Gales. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Catching up with the Gales head coach, he is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. They'll try the left side. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. To the ground. He's got it again. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll try the left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get. across the line and pick up the first down. Now the Gales come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gales! He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when it gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas State Bobcats offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's a guy who's going to have to make some plays at wide receiver in this one. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward. These are guys that end up getting plucked and
makes the grab in their space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Copeland. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Bobcats come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Got it in the middle. It's Graves. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. He's got the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing in this game, and he's on his way to a 1,400-yard season.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success, and he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. Defense has no idea how to stop him.
Got enough for the first. What a run! Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Oh, what a move. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Now the Gales in the hurry-up.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Going with the ground game left. They're headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gales.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Hold and fire complete. Jumped on top of the pile.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the catch. It's Graves. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
The run inside. It's Pryor. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The Bobcats will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll leave it with him, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Brings it in down the left side. Off to the races. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gales.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Working that left side now. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great
Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is...
There he goes. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. He'll bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got room at the 35. Flying out to the left. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gales. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Under fire. And it's a sack.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pressure coming. Makes the grab on the left. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline and run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
The Bobcats decide to punt it away. I mean, this guy has some serious guts from its own end zone. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Gales. Rolled his way into the end zone.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gales!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Pryor. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Running inside, it's Pryor. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. Makes a move. And there he goes. Special teams proving to be special.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And he puts through the extra point. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. A catch in the middle, it's Holmes. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Pulls it in. It's Cunningham. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just enough time for one final play in this half. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 12 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Boilermakers doing all they can to avoid an 0-6 start. And the grumblings have started there on campus. Maybe that quarterback just isn't the guy. Today would dispel some of that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Now the Gales will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Checking in with the Bobcats head coach at the half, they have got to consider what they should do here in the second half. Their young quarterback, getting the first start of his career, has struggled here in the first half. They have some decisions to make. I will keep you posted as to the conversations and what I'm seeing on the sideline about how they handle this young player moving forward. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Browning. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
Here we go. Ready.
That's reeled in. It's Lewis.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
129. Ready, go.
Trying play action. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's
turning it on. The 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gales. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And this offense pick up right where they left off. And that didn't take long, did it? I mean, that was a fast drive. They strike quickly. This offense has got it humming. There's got to be some answers figured out by this defense, or this game is going to get sideways in a hurry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks.
Caught, and he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Alexander. Finds his man, it's Holmes. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Gale. Stealing a score on special teams.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and
the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the draw, it's Browning. And he's dragged down.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that second down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of first down, what it was. So you kind of make this a little bit more manageable, easier play call now on third down.
And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. No fair catches here, looking for room. Running through contact. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Alexander. Here's the Heat. Gonna take a shot. Makes a connection. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Browning. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Here we go. Ready.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it 3rd and manageable. Put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice 2nd down play.
Keeps it on the draw. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop. Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Pulled down for the tackle. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on touchdown, Bobcats. Great job by the back on the option.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical. Of teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll run the counter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him. Gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the right. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push upfield, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Ready? Blue 30. Ready, go.
Running inside, it's Browning. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40.
22.
Back to pass, it's Alexander. Here's the pressure. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Now the Gales are in the hurry-up. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He goes right back to the air, looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Quick step and go. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Browning. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Snap it to the back. There's some room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Bobcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air, it's Alexander. Snagged in the middle, it's Lewis. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
Ready. 692, rubber check.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Ready. Switch it. Hey, move. Go.
The run inside. It's Browning. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.